Welcome, tricksters and tricksettas from the second YouTube channel. Your favorite video coach is back with another Tier 3 Discord sub VOD review. If you want me to review your VOD, you can get it through the giveaways on my Discord server, or you can just subscribe as a Tier 3 Discord sub if you don't have money to buy coaching, and I guarantee will do one VOD for you every single month. Now, today on the coaching table, we have a player called Take It Easy Baby, and he is the Omen main playing Sunset in a Platinum 3 elo. Let's see what he has to tell us. I have multiple accounts, so it might not reflect my actual statistics. Also, half of the games on this account are played in 100 ping server with friends overseas. Respect? From your experience, do you think it will impact much on the gunfights? Listen, let's discuss that topic immediately. Playing Valorant on a high ping. Everything below 80 ping is fine and acceptable. Even 100 ping, yeah, it is manageable. You know, let's say everything below 100 is acceptable. The perfect ping for Valorant is 5. If you can live in the server, that is when you have the highest peekers advantage, angle holding advantage, any fucking advantage that you might have in the game. Now, 100 ping, doable. I mean, in the past, like 2 years ago, I got Radiant. I got top 400 Radiant on North America. And basically, I was playing on 150 ping. Now, on high ping, I generally advise you to play the agents that either heavily rely on the setups or agents that don't need a quick pull-out abilities. Like, for example, on high ping, I would never main someone like Race. Doing the double satchels is hell of a time. I would never main someone like even, you know, initiators. Like Breach, flashes are really fucked up. Like, it takes too much time. But on high ping, playing someone like Omen, fine. Someone like Jet, absolutely fine. Someone like Chamber, fine. Essentially, on high ping, you just want to play, you know, primarily the one-tap weapons. You know, Vandal, Guardian, Sheriff, Operator. And if you're playing on a high ping, you need to rely on that one-tap potential, because spraying and, you know, committing to the spray on high ping is borderline impossible, essentially. So just don't play agents that, you know, require some fast utility usage left and right, you know? Like, Jet is fine because, you know, it's just a dash ability. Like, yes, sometimes you're gonna die in the middle of the dash, but at the end of the day, you're just doing a smoke, dashing in and, you know, taking the space. Omen, you know, can also be kind of tricky because with Omen, you need to be fast with your teleports and utility from time to time. And I didn't get Radiant on NA with Omen. What I was abusing on NA was Reyna, Brimstone, Chamber, Jet, a bit of Omen on the maps where Omen is Giga Chad, like for example Bind, and Icebox. I think I played, actually on Icebox I played like Chamber, to be honest. And essentially that's it. Like, you know, on high ping you cannot hold the angles. You need to hold pixel angles and tight angles primarily. You need to hold smart angles, and you need to consistently fight the enemies with some kind of an advantage. Angle perception advantage, peekers advantage, raw angle advantage, which nobody knows in the chat and in Valorant community what that is, but that's something that I teach in my coaching sessions. So essentially, you need to pick a smart fights. You cannot just, you know, hold the common angles. Even jiggle picking the angles is almost impossible. Like, you need to jump spot the enemies, then engage them, then fight them, and that's it. Like, essentially, if you have high ping, you know, you cannot do this and expect to live a happy life. While you're, you know, peeking the angle and going back, your body is staying for a bit longer period of time on the enemy screen on that specific angle, and, you know, they might kill you behind the cover. And when you're playing on a high ping, unfortunately, there's no escaping the fights. If you take a fight, you need to commit to the fight, essentially, and you need to take the kill. So mechanical skill matters quite a lot. How you take the engagements and how you take the fights matters quite a lot. And essentially, smart positioning, smart angle holding, smart utility usage will carry you to Radiant. You can get Radiant even on 100 ping. But going above 100 ping is unplayable. Recently, I tried playing on 130 ping on NA. Like, abilities are quite literally coming back into my hands. I want to pull out the, I don't know, raise Sage Wall. Wall is, it's not going to deploy. Like, they nerfed high ping quite a lot. And whoever tells you that high ping gives you advantage, that guy is hard stack idiot. And the guy is just coping. Done. Nothing else. Like, there's no advantage on high ping. Even the peaker's advantage is minuscule. Like, you need to be extremely good aimer to abuse the high ping peaker's advantage. Like, literally. And you're just committing to the fights. Now, hi Papito. I have like 4 accounts. Hardstack Platinum 2, 3. Just cannot get above it. And I would need your help to improve my skills. All good. Since you've subscribed as a tier 3 Discord sub and you're playing Omen, as I can see, and also to say here you're playing Neon, I heavily recommend you to check my rank playbook on my Discord server. Right now I completed fully like Jet and Omen. Even if you're not playing Jet, watch the Jet videos and watch all of the Omen videos. Replicate the strategies and tactics from these videos. Angle holding techniques. You'll be good to go. You'll be good to go. Okay. I made Neon and Omen. I struggled with Neon's defense and Omen both attack and defense. Since you're the best Omen I ever seen, this is an Omen VOD on Sunset. We'll be submitting Neon's VOD next month. Okay, you know, when it comes to Neon, I don't know what to tell you. Like, personally, I you know, also if you're playing on a high ping, Neon is unplayable, in my opinion. And essentially, like, because movement is very cluttery and very, it's not fluid at all. Now, when it comes to, like, Omen, you know, we're going to discuss Omen gameplay today, so we'll just focus on that. Personally, you know, if you're Platinum, I wouldn't recommend you to play Neon. Like, man, if you want to play some duelist, play Jet. Play Raze. Phoenix on high ping is good. Phoenix is fine. Like, for an example, like, doing the pop flashes and going for the fast swings and peaks, like, stuff like that. So, essentially, like, Phoenix is 10 times better than Neon, in my opinion. Like, Neon is like, I don't know, you know, A tier agent. She's fine, just doesn't make sense, you know, unless you really enjoy Neon, then play her, but I will put Yoru above the Neon, basically. Now, my microphone has some problems on the VOD, so you will hear me, like, using a voice changer. All good, I don't need to hear your comms. Comms don't matter in ranked solo queue. The only thing you should be commenting to your teammates is what you see, what you want to do you want to play together with them, how you play the clutch scenarios with your teammates, telling them to go CT, to regroup together, stuff like that, to reset the rounds. Like, it's very hard to IGL in ranked solo queue. You should primarily be focused on yourself, compensating the mistakes of your allies. On the attacker side, telling them, hey guys, let's push A side because enemies on A are shit. Hey guys, let's push B side because Cypher is playing A and stuff like that. Like, giving them the macro strategies. And when it comes to micromanaging your team, it's only the most necessary stuff, essentially. And don't complicate things in ranked solo queue, especially, you know, up to Immortal 3 level. Your strategies, tactics on a macro level should be, you know, clean and simple. Because you're brain dead. You know, I mean, this is low elo, like in Iron 1 to Diamond 3. They might not understand what you're telling them to do. Marco, need help to understand what I should do in macro, you mean? Need help understand what I should do on both attack and defense situations. How to attribute more impact to my team, help my team. Sometimes I'm a little bit lost on what should I do. Utils usage and go autopilot. Okay. Mental, whenever I play on Platinum 3 accounts, I feel like a little bit of an anxiety which affects my performance, aim, and decisions a bit. I have no issue in Platinum 2 Smurf accounts. Any method to overcome anxiety and stay calm? Man, I discussed this problem in one of my previous VOD reviews on my second YouTube channel. Like, try to find it there. Like, I really went in depth when it comes to anxiety and staying calm. On my second YouTube channel, I have like around 70 VOD reviews. And in a lot of these VOD reviews, I've covered this problem. So I really don't want to cover it again. And when it comes to, like, you know, staying calm and anxiety, like, why do you feel anxiety, bro? Like, you don't have issues playing on a Platinum 2 Smurf account, Platinum 2 account. And you have issues playing on a Platinum 3 account. Like, what the fuck? What? It's the same fucking elo. Like, Platinum Diamond players are same shit, literally. Like, the difference is like 9%. So you're 9% worse than an average Diamond 3 player. And that is a problem for you. You know, you should feel anxiety when you're like 10 rank rating away from reaching Radiant. You know? Like, chill, bro. Have fun. You know, develop yourself as a player. Like, right now, like, rank doesn't really matter for you. Like, one day you can be Gold, the other day you can be Ascendant. Like, going from Iron 1 to Immortal 1. You can do that in 50 games, basically. So, I don't know why you feel like you play on multiple accounts and you feel anxious playing on one of the accounts. That's the whole point of having multiple accounts. You don't have a main account. And you should not emotionally attach yourself towards a fucking account. Because you have the skins or something like that. That's the whole point of grinding on more accounts. Like, whenever I play on, like, I don't know, 3 accounts simultaneously, I don't give a shit. I'm playing with a full freedom. I'm doing my strategies, my tactics. I'm developing myself as a player. Testing things out, like... So what if I lose one game? You know? You're not gonna see a red carpet because you're playing on multiple accounts. Literally. Like, chill. But this problem I really covered in some of the previous VOD reviews. I was speaking for 1 hour about this problem. You're probably gonna find the VOD. It is one of the recent ones. Like, in the last 10 VODs I covered this problem. Enemy radar also seems like smurfing. How to deal with the smurfs? Do we avoid fights? What should we do? First of all, when you're playing against the smurf, that is a really good VOD that you should review and ask yourself why you're dying and how you can counter that idiot. Because even if that guy is smurfing and he's mechanically better than you, there is something better you can do to outplay that guy. If he's just purely playing on his raw mechanical skill, since he is Reyna, you know, like, he's probably just taking the fight, speaking everything, there is something that you can do to counter that idiot. Number 1. Number 2, when you're playing against the smurfs, on the attacker side, just try to avoid that guy as much as possible. Like, it doesn't matter if the enemies have a Killjoy and Cypher defending one side together and Reyna defending the opposite side. Fuck it, push against the Killjoy and Cypher. It's gonna be easier for you. Like, but there is always something you can do to counter these guys. You know, the best thing is, like, when you're playing against the smurf, the best thing is to consistently play on the reframe potential, playing together. Because even if I'm smurfing, if you don't give me the 1v1 fights, I cannot kill like 3 people in the same time. It's impossible, bro. Like even 10s cannot kill like 1 versus 3. In a 1 versus 3 situation, like 3 diamond players. It's not possible, bro. I cannot just go pop, pop, pop. Like, it's really fucking hard. Like, play together. Especially on the attacker side. Like, don't default, don't lurk, don't flank. Like, just coordinate. 5-man pushes somewhere. Proper executes. Done. That's the best thing you can do. And on a defender side, there's something you can do to counter that guy always, like, literally. Especially when you're playing Omen with the one-way smokes and certain setups, you can always stop their pushes, delay their pushes, force your teammates to play together, and stuff like that. At the end of the day, when you're playing against the Smurf, it is better for you to play a 5v5 retake rather than playing you know, 3v3 retake against the Reyna that is smurfing. Now, when it comes to like everything else, you know, we're just gonna see in the Vodimus. When it comes to this account and tracker, to be honest, very fucking good. Very fucking good tracker. Damage per round. For this heal, it can be better. You know, like, damage per round should be like... If you're below, let's say, Immortal 1, I really believe that you can have around 150 ADR consistently in these lobbies. You know, getting at least 1 kill per round. Second thing, KDA is great. Headshot percentage is great for this rank. Like, this is really good headshot percentage for the Platinum Elo and Diamond Elo. Win percentage, I don't know what's happening, man. Like, you're either dying in some ways that you should not die. You know, you're going in, you know, rushing with Neon, you take a kill and you die immediately. Like, you're trading yourself way too much for the kills. Like, when I'm playing in these lobbies below Immortal 3, I always pre-assume that my teammates are mentally retarded. Done. Like, you start the match with an idea. My teammates are idiots. I need to carry them somehow. I need to play a bit more of a refrag, retake, and baiting contact game. Even if you're playing someone like Jet and Neon and Raze. Like, basically, with these agents, as well as with Omen as well, we have executes that are safe and executes that are less safe. And in the early rounds, like, you know, the first 4 rounds, on both attack and defense, I value my life a lot. And what I'm focused on in the first 4 rounds is just seeing if I can trust my teammates with anything. Like, basically, every single match in Valorant, you should start in a pessimistic way. You know, where you pre-assume that your teammates are idiots. And slowly, throughout the game, your teammates are regaining your trust in specific scenarios. And of course, in the first 4 rounds, we're focused on, you know, reading the enemies and deciding what to do for the rest of that specific half. Now, when it comes to the KST, you know, 73% is fine. You know, not bad, definitely. But what are you aiming for is at least 75%. When it comes to, you know, kills, survival, trading, and basically assists. Let me see the clutches. Ooh, only 1.9%. You know, clutch percentage here should be at least like 5% in Platinum Elo. You know, when you're left in a 1v1, 1v2 scenario, like, majority of times you should actually win that clutch. Not majority, but let's say, like, you know, in a 1v1 scenario, 50% of times you should win that clutch. If you're 1v2, 20% of times you should win that clutch. Like, there's probably something better that you can do in a clutch scenarios to isolate the enemies, because, let's be honest, in Valorant, nobody plays together. No one likes to play on the refrag potential. If you're playing smart, easy rounds for you. I can see with Neon you have amazing statistic. Amazing. But the win rate is 0. The problem with this is, like, either you're undisciplined, number 1. You're trusting your teammates way too much, number 2. And number 3, I don't know, you're not compensating the mistakes of your allies. Like, you know, it doesn't matter if you get like 1 or 2 kills when you're entering the site. If you die, that round is going in the favor of anyone, especially in this Platinum and Diamond Elo. Like, I like when I'm coaching Platinum, Diamond, and Ascendant players, like, I see variety of players. Like, I see some players that I would say they are Iron. I see some players that I say that they're immortal. Like, in these 3 Elos, in these 3 ranks, you quite literally never know with who the fuck you're playing. So you really need to play a bit more reserved, you know, at the start of the match, and slowly regain the trust in your teammates. And see here, this is why I recommend Omen to the players. Look at this. 57% win rate. 30% worse statistics, but 57% win rate. Why? Because Omen allows you to play a bit more, you know, as an aggressive duelist, support, initiator, sentinel. You can control so many different scenarios that you can otherwise not control with Neon. A lot of the players think that this is bad for Omen. This is fine. You know, obviously it is not the best, you know, having a KD below 1. But as long as you're controlling the outcome of the rounds and understanding how to clutch specific scenarios. Perfetto, man. Perfetto, bro. Perfetto. Let's see the performance. We started in Silver 3. Then we grinded up to Platinum 3 in around 500 hours. Okay, in 500 hours, like, that's okay, you know, like going from Silver 3 close to Diamond 1, not too shabby. I definitely feel that you're missing the playtime. You know, number 1 recommendation when it comes to grinding Valorant, if you're serious about your grind and serious about your performance, you need to play a minimum of 2 or 3 games on a daily basis if you want to keep up in the game. And that's it. So basically, you should be investing at least 1 to 2 hours when it comes to the ranked solo queue, minimum, on a daily basis. And around 30 minutes to 60 minutes training. Now, training can be anything. Warm-up, aim training, developing strategies and tactics in the custom server, practicing crosshair placement, practicing certain mechanics, executes, retakes. I don't know. I really don't know what you're missing, so I don't know what type of training is going to benefit you. But that is how, the perfect time split if you already don't have that much time to play Valorant. Hyper focus on winning 2 or 3 matches per day. Have a proper warm-up. That can also be your aim training as well, like 20 minutes. 10 minutes, 15 minutes of aim labs or Kovacs, and 5 minutes of team deathmatch or regular deathmatch. And, after the games, VOD review, custom server, execute strategies, tactics, building your own rank playbook, Google document, stuff like that. Now, when it comes to maps, when it comes to bind, definitely fuck the neon. Neon on bind is we're playing neon on bind in this elo. Come on, bro. It's just you got tier 3 Discord sub. You have my rank playbook in the agent guides right here. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Like literally on bind with Omen up to Immortal 3. You can have 100% win rate, literally. Like the best fucking character. On split, Omen is much better than Neon. Sure, keep playing Omen. On Breeze, unfortunately, you cannot play Omen, and on Breeze, Neon is quite good, in my opinion. So essentially, yeah, you need to keep playing Neon. On Sunset, mix it. Depending how you feel that day. Neon is fine on Sunset. Absolutely fine. If you already like playing her. Omen is also fine, so it's really up to you. Ascent, I would actually recommend you to play Omen. Omen is far, far better than Neon on Ascent, especially how much you can actually control what your teammates are doing on both attack and defense, and how much map you can actually control on a defender side with the one-way smokes and executes, retakes, and setups. On Lotus, Neon is fine, but I really feel that Omen would benefit you a bit more, and on Haven, I would play Omen as a main character. So on Bind, Omen only, Split, Omen only, Breeze, Neon only, Sunset, Omen and Neon 50-50, Ascent, Omen only, fuck the Neon, Lotus, Omen and Neon 50-50, but prioritize the Omen, Haven, Omen only, you don't need the Neon, to be honest. Like, literally, there's no reason to play Neon. Like, she's kind of underwhelming duelist compared to the Jet, Raze, and Phoenix. Omen is gonna carry you out of these ranks. Trust in the process. Trust in the character. Like, literally, and it's gonna develop you more as a player. Neon is gonna develop probably your mechanical skill. But nothing else. Neon cannot play that many scenarios. She doesn't have a flash, dash ability. I don't know. I really don't see any reason for you to play Neon other than having fun, essentially. Now, when it comes to the guns, this is really good. This is a perfect tracker. This is exactly how your tracker should look when it comes to the statistics. Like, minimum 1.0 in eco rounds. The best performance should be in the pistol rounds and full buys. Just, the semis and full buys should be switched. Like, I don't know how you have more kills in semi round, to be honest, but we'll see that. Like, how is that possible? Maybe if he's buying a Vandal with a light shield, is that a semi buy as well? Yo, are you following that stupid fucking light shield meta? Ooh, that's bad. Okay. Vandal primary weapon, sure, fine. Don't mix it up, don't change it. I don't know how the Bulldog is here for you, because, listen, when it comes to these half-buy weapons, such as Bulldog, Stinger, Judge, Spectre, Bucky, it depends which map you're playing. Like, for example, on Breeze, you primarily want to play Bulldog, Sheriff, Marshal, and Guardian. On Split, Stinger, Judge, Shorty, Bucky, and that's it. There's no reason to play Bulldog. On Haven, Shorty, I mean, everything is fine on Haven. Everything. On Lotus, everything is fine as well. On Icebox, Bulldog is the best anti-eco and hull-by weapon. And Bulldog and Guardian, if you really love Guardian. Then on Breeze, we already said like Bind. Stinger, number 1. Best weapon on the map. Shorty, Judge. That's it. So I don't know like how, how is the fucking Stinger all the way down here? How is the Judge 0? And how is the, how is the Marshal here? Operator. Like, you need to develop yourself a bit more when it comes to weaponry. Like, this is really important. Like, a lot of players are completely ignoring, they're only focusing on agents and the maps, but they're not, developing themselves like more as a players. Like, if you truly want to be an adaptive player and learn how to play as many different scenarios as possible and be a useful asset to your teammates in every single round, Vandal or Phantom, Operator, Shorty, some Pistol, Classic Ghost Sheriff, Stinger. These 5 weapons need to be in the top 7 weapons. So, Shorty needs to be top 7. Vandal, top 7. Some Pistol, top 7, but not 3 fucking pistols. Operator, top 4 minimum. Especially if you're playing Omen and Neon, like, you should, in this elo, I'm OPing like 50% of the times. Because players have a terrible utility usage, especially on attack, and it's so easy to punish them and capitalize on some easy kills. Like, I would recommend you, in the following month, try to apply in your gameplay a bit more Operator, a bit more of a Stinger, a bit more of a Judge as well. Respectfully on the maps that you're playing, like on Bind. In this elo, you can win every round with just Stinger, Shorty, and Judge, and just shit on the enemies. Fuck it. I mean, not only this elo, like I do that in Radiant elo as well. Like some maps favor different weapons. Some agents favor different weapons. Some economies and strategies favor different weapons. You cannot just play Vandal and Bulldog, Ghost, Classic, and Sheriff for the rest of your life. You need to develop yourself more there. Other than that, everything else is okie dokie. Let's see what he's doing. Sunset Omensky. Sunset. Oh, we're already there. That's good. And we have the Omensky brother.
I am the beginning.
Okay.
I am the end.
Let's see what he's doing. They buy half shell and I hate when teammates do that, even though they have money. Bro, listen, that type of a meta, like buying a light shield and Vandal, or light shield and Phantom to save your economy, that shit only works if you're playing in high elo lobbies, like around 400 rank rating Immortal 3 plus up to Radiant. And in esports, in VCT matches. Like, you cannot do that in solo queue. You never know in what type of a scenario you're gonna end up. Players have a variety of skills. People love to use the Stinger, the Bucky, Shorty. People are not really mechanically skilled. Like, you're not gonna be against Demon 1. You're not playing against the EG 24/7. Literally, if you have money for the heavy shield, buy the fucking heavy shield. Like, you can do, like, I always tell this to the players that are following that stupid meta. Like, just for the next 100 games that you play, in the scenarios where you would have bought a light shield, buy a heavy shield, and count how many times you survived the fight against the enemies with less than 25 HP. And in 100 games, that's gonna be 200 fights minimum. 200 fights that you survive because of the heavy shield. That's a lot of unnecessary deaths. Trust me. Like, basically, even in Radiant, You know, yesterday I played against the Cypher that was using that Light Shield meta. He was only playing Light Shield and Vandal on Bind, I think. And 3 times I kill him with 4 bullets in the body. And if he had a... actually, with 5 bullets, like through the wall. And if he had a, like... if he had a heavy shield, he would have killed me. Because 3 times, what happened for that Cypher is like he headshots me through the wall because I'm holding very tight angles. And then his second bullet doesn't land on me. And when you headshot someone through the wall with Vandal, it is usually 143 damage to the head. And 3 times I survived like that. I take a numbers advantage. My Sky and Sage heal me. I win the round. I'm alive. I made the numbers advantage. Done. And Cypher is dead. Don't do that shit. You know?
My ultimate is ready.
My ultimate is ready.
Again. Hurt them again.
Okay. Whew. Where are we starting? Attack, defense, defense. Okay. 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 Let me just see something. So, Defender side of Sunset. Defender side of Sunset is similar to Split and Ascent. Essentially, Sunset is a fast rotation map where essentially you want to make some kind of a game decision based on the first contact between enemies and your teammates. On this map, defense of B site and A site is never your highest priority. Your highest priority on this map is essentially like playing a proper refrag and numbers game. On this map, B site is your default site. So essentially it is the site that you prioritize defending over the A site when you have no idea what the enemies are going to do next and where the enemies are going to go. And the same story is also on the attacker side as well. On this map, everything is about numbers, everything is about refrag potential, and compensating the mistakes of your allies. On a defender side, your highest priority is having the control of the market and control of the mid. We always need to have the control of this, or at least have the information whether or not enemies can be there. And we want to play a semi-aggressive playstyle where whenever enemies are full buy, we want to fuck up the enemies in B main, mid, or A main and play a semi-aggressive playstyle. Like I'm not gonna be flanking and lurking 24/7, only sometimes. But it is good to try to get some kind of a kill, you know. Apply the pressure to the enemies. Like, this allowed the enemies to take, I don't know, B main control for free, and then stomp you with the utility. Because here, and here, we have a lot of great strategies that we can apply to stop the enemies push, take the full map control, and that's it. You know, if you're playing Omen, you can just do the one-way smoke here, do the instant paranoia like this, tell your teammates to take the A main control, done. And then we can just keep one guy there, replenish the one-way smoke, and the rest of the team can just rotate somewhere else. Here, with Omen, you have a lot of strategies that I've explained in the ranked playbook. Like, we can, you know, do the weird smoke setups where we can fuck up enemies with the shotguns. We can play into this position, then use a paranoia, take a kill, teleport away, or do a fake teleport, take another kill. So many different outplays that you can actually do on this map. Now, in the first round of Sunset, I generally start in the market area of the map. So, this is what I do in the first round. I'll start in the market, and there are 2 things that we can do in the first round. First thing, we can just buy a classic, light shield, 2 smokes and 2 shrouded steps, instantly close the doors as the round is starting to cut off this angle, and we're just focusing only on stopping the B main push and fucking up the enemies in the B main. Done. Second thing that we can do, at the start of the round, drop the shorty down here, buy the classic pistol, light shield, 1 shrouded step, and you have 1 smoke. At the start of the round, close the doors, run towards the B main, give yourself this type of a smoke, or basically you can do a bit deeper smoke, like this, and try to outplay and fuck up the enemies through this smoke as they're pushing in, take an easy kill, take the classic pistol, and just reposition somewhere. Third thing that we can do, we can play a classic pistol shorty strategy here. And essentially, if we hear the enemies pushing through mid, we give ourselves this type of a smoke here, like that. We play inside of the smoke on this edge, dodging the enemy's random spam and shit, and then we can dodge the enemy's utility, kill one enemy, maybe teleport up here, fuck up the rest of the enemies, and that's it. So these are the three things I would do with Omen. Whatever you decide to do, it's fine. Remember one very important tip on Sunset. If you're not fighting on mid, so our teammates don't want to fight on mid. That is the number one condition. Number two condition, you're not holding this angle with operator. Number three condition, you don't want to fuck up the enemies here with some kind of a close range weapon. Always close the fucking doors. We don't need them. Like, we're cutting off immediately one angle through which enemies can rotate and push us. And we're just focusing on the top mid and B-side control. If the enemies are destroying the doors, we are focusing on the market, obviously. If you're rotating from B to A, always take your time to close the doors and then initiate the rotation. There's multiple reasons why this is important, but essentially we're cutting off one rotation point and one lurking and flanking point for the enemies. And also, like, if the enemies decide to push us into market, they cannot push here, close the doors, and then the teammates that are going behind them, they're gonna get fucked, and they will need to destroy the doors and give out their location. Like, there's 7 or 8 benefits of closing the doors here. Now let's see what he does. By the way, on Sunset, I would never in my life with Omen like go with a ghost. Classic shorty or classic pistol. Like, literally playing ghost on this map is why. Majority of the fights are close range and medium. Your job is anyways to consistently be in the face of the enemies. Like, there's no reason to play ghost. And please, guys, you know, when you're starting the match in Valorant, don't be fucking AFK. You know, you need to be ready for that round. Right now, he's not ready to defend the market. Like, you know, you cannot AFK in the first round. I don't care that, you know, delivery guy is waiting at the doors. He can wait 5 minutes, so we complete this first round. First 4 rounds in Valorant are the most important rounds for you. Like, you will see how much focus I put into winning the first 4 rounds. How much discipline I have in these rounds. How much actually I'm trying to control them. Like, I win like 70% of my pistol rounds. I think I have the highest... This act, let me check my statistics. Like, I'm currently grinding for Radiant again. And I think I have the highest KD in pistols, bro. Look at this, bro. 1.4. 1.4 KD in the pistol fucking rounds. Like, literally, I put enormous amount of focus to perform my strategy, my tactics, then winning an anti-eco round. You get 4 rounds for free. And then you play up 2 bonuses. Like, so easy, man. So easy. Okay, don't do this, please.
Shadows traveling.
On site, on site. I got blind.
On site, Render's on site. One mid. Oh, he's pushing main. No, main.
Okay. I mean, there's nothing I can say in this round. You know, this is why you always play the B set in the first round. Basically, like, on Sunset, 70% of times in solo queue, enemies are gonna push you B in the first round, and only 30% of times it is gonna be the A push. And that's it. Like, where do I get these statistics? I make them myself. Like, basically, like, I collect statistical data from every coaching session that I do, every single VOD that I review, and also from every single series that I play. Like, I always, you know, when I have free time, like, I watch, like, 3 VODs from unranked to, I don't know, Immortal series that I did on Jet. I just, I mark down, like, where the enemies love to push here or there, and that's how we get these statistics. Like, which sides are harder for the retake, harder for defense, what makes more sense. You know, smart gambling is very important in Valorant. You need to understand the numbers. I mean, if you're 70% of the times correct where the enemies are going to push in the next round, is better than being, you know, gambling 50-50. Okay, this was a very, very, like, clean, you know, nothing to say. Basically, he was AFK and that's it. Now, in the second round on Sunset, no matter if you win or lose the first round, and no matter what the fuck happens in the first round, in the second round, you're always playing in the market. Always. Now, in a second round, what you should do, if you win the first round, you can buy the Stinger, Heavy Shield Shorty with utility, and that's it. I really feel that on Sunset, there's no reason to go for the Bulldog and invest so much money into a specific gun. Stinger, Shorty, Heavy Shield, and utility is the best buy option, second buy option on Sunset. You can go with the Bulldog as well. I have nothing against the Bulldog. Bulldog is statistically and generally the best anti-eco weapon. The gun is fucking, you know, machine of the weapon, basically. Like, it's on the same level as Vandal and Phantom, essentially. But economical, you know, economy-wise, it doesn't make that much sense. And if you win the first round, just close the doors immediately and focus yourself on either rotating fast towards the top mid and supporting your teammates on A, or just focusing yourself on defending the B main area of the map. If I don't have anyone top mid, I'm just gonna rotate top mid. If you lose the first round and you're playing second round on Sunset, then just repeat the classic pistol shorty strategy here. You know, buy a classic shorty with 2 smokes and 1 shot a step, and just play inside of this corner. If the enemies are pushing, if the enemies are not pushing, if they're pushing B side, close the doors and, you know, fuck up enemies with a shorty around these type of smokes, like whatever smoke setup you actually want to use. And try to trade yourself for a kill.
Is that A? Oh shit, oh shit. Come back.
Spike down B.
So you see here, if you play this round in the way that I played, so closing the doors and instantly focusing on B main, I would have 5 seconds ago, I would have already been with my Phoenix in the B main area, supporting him with a Paranoia and supporting him with a Stinger and Heavy Shield, and capitalizing on these skills. Like, this round would have already been over for me if you played this second round in the way that I played.
Oh shit, oh shit. Come back.
Spike down B.
Listen, guys, I don't want to repeat this anymore, but let's do it one more time. So, if the choke point is a corridor, so this is a corridor, this is a corridor as well. We have 3 types of smokes that we do based on the purpose of that smoke. If we are just stopping and dealing the enemy's push, the smoke should be as deep as possible in that corridor, or some kind of a one-way smoke to stop the enemy's push completely. Done. On ascent, you're stopping the enemy's push on B side, on A side, sorry. You're doing either this smoke, or you're doing some kind of a one-way here to stop the enemy's push. Now, if you're retaking the site, smoke is placed directly on the choke point of that corridor towards yourself. So basically, this is the smoke that we do when we are retaking the A set of ascent. And if you want to outplay the enemies through the smoke, we're usually doing some kind of a smoke that has a cubby location where you can hide from the enemy's random spam and play inside of the smoke, because it is always better for you to play inside of the smoke rather on the edge of the smoke, because you're gonna get revealed, reconned, pop flashed, and then we are fucking up the enemies in the smoke, you know, with that close range weapon, because the player that is inside of the smoke has the advantage over the player that is on the other edge of the smoke. Plus, we can dodge the enemy's random spam, and also dodge the enemy's any recon utility, you know, the Skydog, Sova drone, and stuff like that. If you're fast enough to go in and out of the smoke, as the utility is going in and out of the smoke. Now, on Sunset, you know, this is the smoke that we can use to stop the enemy's push. And also, we can use this smoke also to play around it. You know, you can basically play shorty here, or some kind of a close range weapon, and try to fuck up the enemies as they're pushing you and, you know, disconnect them. This smoke we use when we are retaking the B set of Sunset. And this type of a smoke where you... Actually, I will never do this on Sunset, you know, like, sometimes I love to do this smoke or this smoke to play with our close range weapons. Like, on this choke point, we don't have the cubby position smokes because the choke point is wide as my anal cavity when, you know, Horcrux destroys me in solo queue. So, that's it. So, from now on, when you're stopping the enemy's push, you do the smoke all the way here.
Reloading.
Still be me.
One full bot
Do you
flicker.
need a flash?
No charges. Shadows traveling.
They force, they force.
Wait, our main character sounds a bit like a jet, no? Actually, he sounds like a jet, bro. What the fuck, bro? Is this B-main smoke okay if you play with Cypher? I mean, the deep one smoke. Yeah, bro, like, listen. What is the whole point of deep smokes? The whole point is, like... So, if I do a smoke like this, enemy jet doesn't have the range to go from this position to this position safely without using the second smoke. You know, she needs to smoke this, and she's wasting utility. If the enemies are pop flashing and pushing through this smoke here, they need to pass through this location in order to push into the site. And maybe my teammates can, you know, spam the enemies, collide them, some kind of a shit like that. So enemies cannot explode onto the site. That's the whole point of the deep smokes. If you have a smoke like this to stop the enemy's push, nothing is stopping the enemy jet to, bam, instantly dash in your face, KO pop flashing through the smoke, instantly deleting you, and enemies can instantly go in 3 different directions. God forbid, if you're ever positioning a smokes like this to stop the enemy's push, you're absolutely fucked.
Cover going out.
Rotating.
There they are.
Very good that he is anchoring the site right now. The only problem I have is the position that he's playing. I mean, even though enemies are rotating, it is still an eco round for the enemies, so maybe enemies are baiting us a bit, you know, they're like, let's fake the rotation, or, you know, maybe they're not gonna play together, because usually in eco rounds, people don't play together. So right now, it's good that he's anchoring, like, I mean, we're 5v4, 4 of our teammates are kind of playing together. I mean, they're playing... You know, they're rotating towards the A set and defending the mid and A set, so it's fine what he's doing. But the only problem I have is the position that he is playing. If I'm alone on the B site, I'm never going to play at the back of the site. If I don't have the information, whether or not enemies could have walked up into the site, it is 10 times better for me to just hold this angle, and basically in the same time, I'm watching this peak, and this push of the enemies. You know, aligning the angles into one. I'm holding one angle at a time. Factor of luck and factor of timing is 0. Because enemy cannot surprise me through here and through here on some kind of a timing. I'm not gonna lose the timing onto the enemy. Perfecto.
Dead! Someone's mid.
Spike down mid.
Okay.
Someone's
One enemy remaining.
Our
Good. Now in this third round on Sunset, you know, we decide where to play based on the enemy's pattern of pushing. I cannot really go in depth here because then the VOD would last like an eternity, and I have a very specific rules for this. But if you already 2 times in a row stop the enemy's push on B, you decimate the enemies, destroy them. In a third round, you should play B side. Like you should either fight for the, pardon me, you should play A side. You should either fight for the aim and control, or play passively A by abusing some kind of a strategy or tactic. Essentially, right now we, you know, destroy the enemy's mentality when it comes to pushing the B side. And the chances are, you know, this is how the numbers work right now in this specific round. So now, there's 50% of chances that enemies are going to do a 5-man push onto the A side. 50%. Around 25% of chances that enemies are going to go B again. And 25% more that enemies are going to default and they're going to split the map. So I'm going to be gambling on these chances here because we destroyed the enemy's push on B. Like quite a, you know, 2 times in a row. And I'm just going to play on the A side. Obviously, that might be a wrong gamble. But that is why Valorant is the game of gambling. And essentially, you should never be playing the same position over and over again. Especially in the lobbies below Immortal 3. You're always trying to counter the enemies and predict what is their next move. And try to fuck them up somehow. By the way, it doesn't matter which round you're playing on Sunset. I don't care if you're playing a round with 2 buckies coming from your tits. Like, we need to have the information on the map. Like, somebody needs to be jiggle picking or jump spotting this angle, and jiggle picking and jump spotting this angle. You know, you cannot allow the enemies to walk all the way through here to here and explode into the site without giving any info for our teammates to initiate a rotation or some kind of a flank and lurk. Like if I'm playing B side, it doesn't matter what type of strategy and tactic I'm playing or which position I want to play at that moment of time. I need at least to jiggle pick this angle. I'm not going to commit to the fight if I don't want to fight. But we need to be jump spotting or jiggle picking. If I'm playing A side, I'm going to be holding this angle as a tight pixel angle to get the information. And that's it. Like you cannot, like, what the fuck? We're giving them all of the space here and here for nothing. You see that? Like, we gave them all of the space in the B main area of the map. Like, now we got the contact with the enemies. 12 seconds into the round. Our Sova still top mid. We don't know how many enemies are B main. We didn't waste a single utility from the enemies to clear the B main area of the map. And now, enemies can do a drone, dart, cipher camera, everything to push us onto the B side.
Has some B.
Shadows traveling.
reload him.
Stay mid, hold mid, hold mid.
Come on, let's go. Careful now.
Woo!
Come on. Reload him.
Yeah. Once again, best smoke for the B-man.
Hold mid, hold mid.
Come on, let's go. Careful now.
Listen, you know, you need to, like, you need to pay attention when your smokes are, like, disappearing. I mean, you cannot, you know, these type of mistakes should never happen for you as an Omen main. Like, there should never be a single moment of time where there is a chance for the enemies to catch you with your utility in their hands. That is at least something that never happens for me. I don't remember last time where I died because I had a paranoia in the hands smoke, or shrouded steps. Like, that is just stupid. Like, you cannot swing this area of the map if you know that your smoke is disappearing. How do we know that your smoke is disappearing? Omen smokes disappear after 14.25 seconds after it's been deployed. Like, around 15 seconds after the smoke goes from your hands. So basically here, we see that there's like 18 seconds. So, when does the Omen smoke recharges? After, after 30 seconds. So if on this timer, there is 18 seconds, that means that there's 3 more seconds for the smoke to go down.
Hold mid.
Come on, let's go! Careful now.
Watch your eyes.
Someone's deep.
Shadows traveling.
Summit.
Listen, guys, if you're alone on the B site, you cannot hold this angle to get the proper information and to essentially, like, stop the enemy's push. Like, here, let's look at this. So you're holding this angle. Like, what is stopping the enemies from doing this? Nothing. Like, information is key in Valorant. Like, you always want to hold the angles where there is not a single moment of time where the enemies can surprise you with some kind of a push, some kind of a timing, some kind of a shit happening. Like, the factor of timing and factor of luck should be completely eliminated from your gameplay. If you're alone on the B side and your back side, you're holding this angle. Okay? You're holding this position maybe and jiggle peeking it. You're jump spotting the enemies from here. You're holding this angle. Like this. Aiming there and flicking towards the guy there. You're holding this angle. Like this. But you're holding from the market. Like this. Or up here. Like that. Like, but you cannot hold this portion of the map and pray to God that enemies are not gonna walk onto this side and kill you.
Summit.
Yo, Cromar, thank you for the prime giving some man and thank you for scamming Jeff Bezos, brother. And remember one more thing. On Sunset, same as on any fast rotation map in Valorant, same as on Split and Ascent as well, like, you consistently need to babysit your teammates with the smokes. But consistently, literally. Like, your teammates are pushing the mid area of the map. Like, you have one teammate or more that are fighting mid. We need to give that teammate either a top mid smoke or one-way smoke onto the tiles. Like, my teammates cannot be exposed from this angle and this angle completely and fight 90-degree fights. My teammates are pushing. Aim in area of the map. One-way smoke here. Done. Your teammates are fighting the enemies. Like, aggressively in the B-main area of the map. We need to support them with some kind of a smoke. Like, maybe doing a smoke like this. Or maybe doing a smoke like this. Or maybe doing a smoke like this. Depends, like, what the fuck are your teammates doing at that moment of time. But on these 3 maps specifically, on other maps as well, it's important, but on these 3 specifically, it is very, very important. Like, whenever your teammates are fighting for more space, to give them some cover and to properly take that space. Here, your Phoenix should have had like a smoke for the top mid or for the tiles around 10 seconds ago. 20.
30 seconds left.
Cover going out.
Ooh, we missed that one-way. That one-way smoke is the best smoke to stop the enemy's push on the A side. Like, basically, I would, if I'm just supporting my teammates with the one-way, with the smokes in the A main area of the map, like, this is the best smoke. But Pay attention to the triangle, bro. Like you miss the smoke.
Coming A, coming A.
Clear the mid,
Spike
clear the
down
mid,
A.
clear the mid. Listen, when you're rotating from B to A, this is another rule to give you. So you're doing a rotation through here onto the A side. If you have nobody top mid, rotate through the CT. And then come back, clear the top mid, and then do whatever the fuck you wanted to do with that rotation. If you have one teammate, then you can rotate through the mid area of the map. Because here, when you're clearing the mid, enemies hold so many different fucked up angles, and you're just isolated in a 1v1 fight for absolutely no reason. If I already want to retake the A site, let's do it in a safe manner instead of losing our life here. And if you already decide to rotate through top mid, you need to jiggle peek these angles. You need to clear this, clear that position, that spot, all the way up to here. And then go forward.
10 seconds left. One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Fake teleports, huh? Yeah, man, don't do this to me, bro. You're playing Omen, bro. Like, listen, man. If you're in a clash scenario, like you heard the Reyna planting the spike, behind that cover there. First of all, if you already have any shrouded step in a 1v1, like use it as a recon tool. Do this. Reveal the Reyna. See where she is planting the spike. And by doing this, also, you're keeping your location a secret, and Reyna might think that you're there. Then, what we can do, we don't need to engage that Reyna immediately in a 1v1 fight. Let's play with her mind. Right now, we did some shrouded step. She might think that we are in the Omen area of the map. And what we can do, we can easily rotate into the CT, do this type of a smoke, and now the Reyna thinks he's either A main or A elbow. We push through the smoke and fuck her up. She's either gonna be in the smoke, around the smoke in here, or she's gonna be stuck on site waiting for you there. Like literally, or she's gonna be pressuring you, but if she planted the backside, she cannot play, there or there. Because we can just, come here, clear all of these angles. She's not backside. Let's half defuse the spike. Then jump spot to see where the Reyna is. Reyna is there. Easy kill. Don't rush these 1v1s. When you're playing Omen, slowly, keep your location a secret. Play with the enemy's mind. Make them think in a specific direction. Like, how would you think in that clash scenario? Like, if I just use the shrouded steps here, and use the smoke in the CT. There's no way you would expect me, you would probably think that I'm either A main or elbow. But you're not gonna expect me coming from the smoke in the CT. 90% of the times. Players in Valorant are just autopiloting. They don't use their brain at all. Like, when you're playing Omen, you can outplay them in so many different ways. Everything was better instead of taking this, 1v1 fight. Please pay attention on Sunset, man. Like, if you already want to play the Omen, like, if your Phoenix and Sova are doing this type of shit, give them some smoke. Give them the smoke for the top mid. Or one-way smoke for the tiles. You need to start doing that. Babysit your allies. And you cannot start on the B side this passively. We need to get some info in the B main and make the enemies waste at least some utility before they push into sight. And also, don't hold the utility in your hands if your teammates are overexposed fighting the enemies. Like, look where your Reyna is, look what you're doing. Fuck the smoke. I'm gonna do the smoke when the enemies are pushing the site. Right now, I have the gun in my hands, and I'm waiting for the contact between Reyna and my teammates so that I can refrag my Reyna and then do the smoke, do the paranoia, and fuck up the enemy's push.
Cover going out.
A lot, teammate.
Stay in sight.
Okay, we can play around the smoke.
On side. Planting.
Spike planted.
Oh, good.
Enemy mark.
Good repositioning. Not bad. I just feel that, you know, when the enemies were pushing in the B side, you could have done your paranoia a bit earlier to stop and delay the push of the enemies. Because I kind of heard here at this moment of time.
Cover
So
going
enemies
out.
are executing.
A lot, teammate.
Like already here, I don't know, like, it's okay, fuck it. I mean, enemies he wouldn't see the enemies from the Omen smoke. It doesn't matter. Well played. Very well played.
Double blind.
Exactly what I would do. Exactly what I would do. By the way, please, you know, when you're playing Omen, always keep the shorty as a primary secondary weapon. If you don't have money to buy the shorty, ask your teammates to buy the shorty. Like, it is so easy to trade yourself for the kills, you know, especially when you're playing inside of the smokes. Kill is guaranteed.
Shadows traveling.
One enemy remaining.
Okay.
Well done, so
Good read. Now, let's apply, once again, you know, that same mindset that we had previously. So, essentially, like, you know, we fuck up the enemy's push 3 times on B. 4 times in a row, enemies push B side. Right now, I will be playing A side with my Cypher, and I will be doing a fast rotation towards the B side. Because chances are a bit higher that enemies are gonna default or push the B side based on the previous rounds. Now, another thing when you're playing Sunset, I mean, Cypher is much more useful and better on the B side. Like, literally playing on Sunset against the Cypher on Defender's side, and Cypher that is playing B side. A hell of a fucking time. Like, I wanna Sudoku myself every single time when the enemies have the Cypher on B. I don't know why your Cypher is playing A. It's much better right now that, I don't know, 2 players are defending A side, 1 guy is holding top mid, and 2 guys are holding the B side, you know, including, and one of these guys should be the Cypher. You need to have some better positioning at the start of the rounds. What is this positioning? Playing at the backside, like your Reyna is going for the peak in mid, your Phoenix is not closing the doors in the market. Like, when you see that your teammates are not, you're playing B side. Your teammates are not fighting for mid. Close the doors, fight with your teammates in the B main. If you see that your teammate is peeking aggressively B main, fight with the teammate in the B main. What type of, what the fuck is this smoke?
B main.
Help the Reyna! What the fuck is going on, man? Shorty, not both. Buy the shorty as a primary secondary weapon. Second of all, when I'm in the preparation on the defender side, especially when I'm playing Omen, in the last 5 seconds of the preparation, I take a look at the minimap and I ask myself what the fuck I need to do right now. The body posture of your teammates, the direction in which your teammates are looking at, and how fast they're taking some space can always tell you what is the next move for your allies. Like here, already at this moment of time, I know what Reyna is gonna do. She's gonna play more aggro in the B main. I cannot start passively here. Like, I'm playing with that Reyna, I'm baiting for her, flashing for her, trying to capitalize on her life and refrag her. Done. Obviously, in this round, pushing the enemies is the worst thing that we can do. Whenever enemies are eco and halbay, on the attacker side, we never want to aggress the enemies. We always want to play a bit more passively and just play the clean refrag game in the most boring way possible and never showcase the enemies any, you know, special setups that we have for that specific map. This was retarded and stupid from the Reyna, but I will still support this stupid play of my teammate so that I'm not losing the numbers for no reason.
B main.
Cover going out.
God forbid.
Blinding.
Okay, listen. Everything... So, here. First of all, after your Reyna died, we cannot help her in any way. Okay, we already made a mistake. We play this way too passively, ba ba boo ba ba ba. Like, the angle that I would choose right now to fight the enemies that are pushing the B main would be a 70-30 pixel angle, tight angle, like this. And I would try to get one kill there. After I get a kill, and I reduce the numbers to 4v4, I don't fight anymore. Enemies are eco, enemies are halbei. They have lower economy, they have the pistols. I don't need to fight any fights. In those rounds, it is better for you to play a 5v5 retake rather than doing anything. Let the enemies plant the spike. Who cares? We have more utility, better guns, done. Like here, after that kill, instant smoke, waiting for smoke to deploy, jump spotting the enemies, repositioning on the second off angle or position that I want to play. Maybe holding this, waiting for the enemies to initiate the push, ba ba boo ba ba ba, flashing the enemies, maybe killing one more enemy and getting the fuck out. But here, you know, flashing the enemies and swinging them in a clean fight, why? And also, you know, now the Omen Paranoia is nerfed a bit. It's not really that fast. So if the enemies are, you know, in a medium range, like, you need to wait like 1.5 seconds before you peek after the flash. It's impossible. Like, it's so slow, essentially. Like here, when you did the flash, you needed to wait for 1.5 seconds before peeking the enemies with the Paranoia. It's impossible to. You know, there's no fast flash anymore. But you made an enormous amount of undisciplined mistakes there that you can correct and that you can do a bit better. Now, since enemies are, you know, so focused on pushing the B side for some reason, probably because they know that, I don't know, Cypher is playing A side. I don't know why the fuck are they not pushing A. You know, you can play B. You know, as long as something is working for you, keep abusing it and fuck it. And especially when you have the Omen ultimate, it really doesn't matter where you play. Whenever I have the Omen ultimate, I'm not really focused on countering the enemies. I'm more focused on compensating the stupid mistakes of my allies. Because with the ultimate, I can rotate at any moment of time towards the Cypher and help him live a happy life. Once again, we're starting way too passively. We need to get the info on the B main area of the map. We cannot play like this.
Enemy spotted mid.
You need a smoke?
When your teammates are fighting on mid, give them the smoke at least for something. Top mid, tiles. Top mid, tiles. Anything.
Cover going out.
Silver B main.
Once again, we've sold the full space in the B main area of the map, and enemies can just do a fast execute. Plus, we're doing the wrong smoke to stop and to delay the enemy's push.
Nice Tuma.
And please, if you already are playing the B side, like, change your positions a bit more. You know, like on the B side, like, you know, we can hold this angle and wait for the enemies to initiate something, hide from the enemy's drone and flashes, surprise enemies with a peek, get a kill, do the smoke. We can hold this angle. We can play this position and fuck up the enemies from here. You know, you can jump from here and do this. And then ba ba boo ba ba ba. You can play on top of the market. And fuck up the enemies here. Like, so many different things. Like, you're way too predictable for the enemies, you know, like, essentially, you know, in a higher elo lobbies, players are gonna be really, you know, they're gonna be destroying you, essentially, like, because you're easy to read.
Enemy spotted mid.
Right, what was that wall?
Spike down mid.
I'm the hunter.
Just take once.
Someone's mid.
Save is weak, save is weak.
And generally speaking, on Sunset, as I said, like, when your teammates are fighting extensively on mid, so the fight is lasting very long, fuck the map control. But seriously, fuck the map control. Like, right now, it is much more important for you to kill that enemy Sova on mid without losing a single number rather than defending the B site. Let the enemies take the site. Who cares? If you kill the Sova, we're in a 4v2 retake scenario, easy win. But if Phoenix and my Sova die on mid, and I'm 2v3, not that easy. Like, on fast rotation maps, Pearl, Fracture, Split, Ascent, and Sunset, you don't care about... I mean, sometimes you should still anchor the sites. But as soon as you have the true numbers advantage, enemies are equal in hull buy, your teammates are fighting somewhere where you can actually support them fast. That's it. Prioritize refrag potential and retake potential. Like, don't anchor the sites. There's no reason.
Yo, Sov, I need help, bro, please.
Why are you pushing
One guy
like that?
dead.
Because I was fucking trapped.
Also, one thing that I've noticed is like your crosshair placement is a bit not good. Not good. And also when it comes to your mechanical skill, I already gave you on my coaching laptop right here. I gave you like a few negative points. And essentially like maybe I'm gonna give you some training for this. Like basically pay attention to your crosshair a bit more. Like you're usually sweeping the floor and not the floor, but you're painting the walls.
Shadows traveling.
We need...
Player
Ooh,
standing.
yo. Okay. Okay.
Where?
You're anchoring the sites way too much. Prioritize the fights that your teammates are fighting. Fuck the map control on Sunset. Don't sell the B-main and A-main area of the map for nothing. And that's it.
In mid?
Yeah.
Cover going out.
This is mega dump and waste of utility. Like essentially on Sunset, you can reach this position before the enemies can even see you. The only way how enemies can see you here is if they have a camera of the Cypher there. But we don't know if they have that camera. So basically here, I would just walk into this position. While I'm walking, I can also do the smoke. What's stopping me? Basically, I can just do this.
Going out.
It's the same movement, same speed. And then, from this spot, we're fucking up the enemies. Enemies are pushing in. We flash there. Kill this guy. Kill the enemies. Fake the teleport. Enemies are pushing in again. Bam. Third kill. Teleport for real. Do this smoke. You have a shorty. Fourth kill. Done.
Some B main?
Like mid.
This is a bit of a problem. Like, you know, when the enemies are already like when you're playing these. First of all, let's see. Why are we playing equal? What the fuck, man? Listen. Yours economy is your team's economy. Your team's economy is yours economy as well. Essentially, like, if 3 of your teammates are already full buying, it's a full buy round. And that's it. Right now, you should be buying a heavy shield with a stinger, with utility and a shorty. And that's it. Or asking your Reyna to basically, like, maybe drop you a bulldog. But, you know, there's no reason for you to save in this round if already, you know, 3 of your teammates are buying. So what, you're going to play a full buy next round? You're going to play an eco round next round as well? Doesn't make any sense. This is the round where you full buy, done. Now, second thing. When you're playing here, you know, with a close range weapon, you should, the first opportunity, like if the enemies are scouting you with a drone, with a camera, you need to be a bit more aggro. Because they can very easily reveal you on this position with a recon utility. Like basically, if I hear the enemies droning, I'm going to be doing this smoke, waiting for some enemies to push here, doing paranoia instantly and just pushing the enemies. I wouldn't wait for the enemies to actually reveal me and then fuck me up on this spot. If you already get revealed, get the fuck out or trade yourself for a kill as soon as possible with a paranoia or something.
Some B main.
Here, I mean, like, one enemy is already there. You could have easily, like, just used the flash, kill the Cypher. Enemies behind the Cypher are also flashed. Easy kill.
Right, mid.
Oh,
Blinded
I'm
mid.
so dead. I'm so dead.
Cover go.
I just feel that when I'm coaching the players, when you guys are playing with eco and halberd weapons, you value your life way too much. Like, for example, in eco rounds, I don't value my life at all. Like, the first opportunity I have to trade myself for one kill with a shorty, I'm gonna do it. Because it's better for my teammates to play that eco round 4v4 rather than playing it 5v5. And also, like, here, we could have played this much smarter, to be honest. And please never say I'm so dead, like, literally, you know. Like, you're not dead. Right now, you're gonna kill all of them. Come on. You know, good mentality, good mentality. And in this scenario, the deep smoke would have been perfect. Like with a shorty. You know, doing this smoke. It's a trial and smoke that we can easily use to bop bop. Bop bop. Like, why would I do a smoke like this? I cannot play in any cubby position.
Gun here.
I cannot hide from the enemy's recon utility, from the enemy's flashes. Not good. Not good. There's much better ways to play this.
Let's save this one.
And look at this. Now we are saving again. What the fuck? What is this economy? Like, how can we have like 2 rounds where we don't have money to buy a weapon? That doesn't exist in Valorant. Now, in this round, I will just buy a light shield with a Vandal, and that's it. You have money literally to buy for, you know, in both rounds, like light shield and Vandal. And now, again, short. Oh, we're finally playing Cypher on B side. Ooh, what a surprise.
Come on, let's go.
Now, on A side as well, you cannot start this passively. This is also bad. So, even if I, like, if I'm alone on the A side, defending the A side, this is the spot that I would start, even if I play with a shorty. I will be doing this. Or I'm gonna be holding a very, very tight pixel angle to see the enemies crossing there. And as the enemies are crossing, I'm gonna be doing maybe this smoke and this smoke to stop their push, and maybe fuck them up with a shorty here. And giving my team as the info that enemies are pushing A site, and that's it. If the enemies don't come into smoke and they're pushing into site, whatever, I still have a paranoia. I can easily teleport with a paranoia on the site and still use the shorty. But in this round, he or she should have like bought the Vandal with a light shield
Bunch of guys B.
instead of the shorty.
Shadows traveling.
Or Stinger, heavy shield, and shorty, which is really something you guys should learn how to play.
Spike down B.
Okay. Oh, this is a really good information that we got right now. Really good information. Like, basically, we know that a Cypher is not placing the troops on the opposite part of the map. And basically, we can abuse that in the future rounds. To go for the fast flank.
You guys fall back if you can. Fall.
Actually, you know, I completely understand this. What we were going for here is picking up like the gun with the ultimate. I don't know what type of gun Yorina had. She had a Vandal, right?
B.
Ah, the Phoenix pick up the Vandal. Unlucky, man. We didn't really observe that. But how you didn't pick a Stinger? Like, where the fuck Stinger dropped? It was okay to do this, you know, to pick up the Stinger right now from the ground. And to have a gun to support the Phoenix instead of using the shorty. Very good actually. It's a bit unlucky.
Fall back, fall back Phoenix after that.
How we didn't get the... Where's the Vandal of the Reyna, bro?
One enemy remaining.
Cover going out.
Alright, don't worry about it. Big face.
The Vandal dropped all the way here. Oh, this is good. This is good. Easy kill. Easy kill. Easy kill. Let's go. Out. Jump. Okay. Good. Very good. Very good. Nice one. By your teammates. Now in this round, pre-assuming that enemies have 5% of brain power, I would say that enemies are gonna go A. Because they've noticed that the Cypher is now on the B site. And once again, we cannot start our round this passively. Because if we start this passively, we're not gonna get the proper information when and how many enemies are pushing through the A main area of the map. And on a defender side, the more angles you abuse to fight the enemies is better for you. Like basically on a defender side, my main goal is to fight as many as possible incremental fights against the enemies before I commit myself to some kind of a 50-50 gunfight. So if I'm starting on the A side, you know, I want to fight this 70-30 tight pixel angle fight. Bam, try to go for a kill. Then I'll be doing the one-way smoke, holding this angle in this way, trying to get a kill. Then I'll be maybe faking the enemies with a teleport, go for a jiggle pick, try to fight another fight. Fight with a paranoia. But there's no fucking way in this life that I will take this position or this position as my starting position if I'm defending the A set already on Sunset.
Scanning ahead. Hey.
Shadows traveling.
Dot A.
Take flight.
Cover going out.
Haven't pushed yet.
Yeah.
Going up.
Some mid.
Shadows traveling.
One elbow.
Reloaded.
Okay.
Reloaded.
Thus far, the only problem I had with this round is like your initial positioning and nothing else. Like thus far, this is totally fine, you know. Just on these claustrophobic maps, you know, like where the angles are really close, really pay attention, you know, what type of fights and where your teammates are fighting, because 70% of times with a paranoia you can support your teammates in some kind of a fight. Like right now, if you're pushing with the Phoenix, you can support this Reyna with a flash and make this Reyna live a happy life. You know, right now I'll be with the Phoenix, doing a paranoia there, so that my Reyna can engage the enemies. And of course, one enemy can still be elbow, and I will be observing the elbow. Just I would have been ready for this flash long time ago.
Flash for you. Phoenix? Okay, never mind.
We still need to check the elbow. I mean, we don't have the info about that.
30 seconds left.
Okay.
Enemy spotted. Mid.
So no one is elbow.
Spotted. Mid.
You know, crosshair placement, not ready for a fight. Mentally not ready for a fight. Physically not ready for a fight. You know, before you take a fight, okay, let's take a look at the minimap. You know, first of all, let's see if our Sova is committing to that fight. Sova is not committing to that fight. Let's be ready with a crosshair placement when the Sova commits to the fight. Sova is committing to the fight. Bam. Let's delete the Trina. Your crosshair placement is kind of like off like 50% of the times when you're taking these duels, and your micro corrections are Hallelujah.
Is this just a
Why is the quality so bad of the video? Now this generation be like day.
one-man team?
Omen, buy me, Omen, buy me, Omen, buy me.
Kinda late for. Listen. So when you're starting on the A site, if you are already starting this passively, always pre-fire. Always pre-fire these two positions, because these two spots are the most common spots where the enemy Cypher is gonna use the camera, and then you know you're getting ready to smoke. But anyways, I don't know why they have the smoke in your hands and you're fully exposed from the enemies. And you're just starting really bad on the A side. Like what I'm talking about, like you cannot play A set alone and choose this as your starting position. Like what am I talking about? Enemies can go elbow, fuck us up in the ass. Like you need to start in the elbow, watching this cross and giving the info to yourself and to your teammates as well. Like what am I speaking about here?
Someone's B.
Okay. I mean, if you're not doing the smoke, don't spend the whole round in a shadow form. Do something else. Like here, we should have had the information whether or not enemies can be in the elbow and in the A main area of the map. At the end of the day, we could have pushed the mid with the Sova and sell the A site and play retake of the A site. It doesn't matter, like, but we spent like 70 seconds of a round in a shadow form waiting to smoke something, like what?
Shadows traveling.
Yep. They're rotating. Well, one is near me. One is rotating.
Okay, listen. Whenever you hear the Omen teleport, always pre-assume that that Omen teleport is somewhere in this area of the map. If your teammates didn't hear or you know, destroy the Omen teleport. So right now, it is extremely dangerous what he is doing here. Why? Enemies can be CT and they can fuck up his teammates' rotation. Enemies can be already on the A side. They can pinch him in a, you know, 2v1 fight. Now, listen. In this scenario here, since we don't have the info for this, and for this, sell the A side, fuck it, check that position, check this position, check the whole fucking CT, and just play the retake with your teammates. We made a numbers advantage. We need to find the Omen. Make sure that Cypher, Sova, especially Reyna, is living a happy life. Make sure that I don't end up in some kind of a sandwich. And we're good.
Cover going out.
Alright, we won this round.
Omen can be behind us.
Spike down, attacker spawn.
Well, to be honest, now it doesn't matter since we got a spike. But Omen can still be behind us.
Bomb is where Omen is. Where Omen is.
Okay. Okay. In this scenario, there's nothing better you could have done, to be honest. Like, I literally, enemies play that much better. Mechanical diff, essentially. And to be honest, Cypher kind of baited the shit out of you there because he didn't commit to the fight and stuff like that. But, at the end of the day, what happened with the second guy? Omen fucked him in the anal cavity from the CT. You know, like, you need to play a bit smarter, you know, and a bit safer, eliminating these factors of timing and luck and just taking the information for your team. Like, my main, I would say, like, 3 strengths as a player is economy, management. Number 2, because how adaptive of a player I am, and how useful I am in every single eco round. Number 2, clutch potential. And number 3, information that I gather for my team, and essentially like how in a smart way I isolate the angles and basically, you know, disallow my teammates to get fucked from some, I don't know, unimaginable flanks and lurks. Like, we needed to find that Omen. Or at least we needed to clear the CT so this doesn't happen. And right now, if you kill that Omen, we will be in a 2v2 scenario, probably because Cypher probably would have died in that 2v1 fight instead of you.
Last player.
Okay.
Back. My camera is destroyed. Shadows traveling.
I don't know. What you need to fix on the defender side, definitely, is the primary thing that you should try to fix is obviously how you're starting the rounds. You're starting the rounds in a very passive way. You're not hinting information for yourself and for your team in any way at all. And essentially, that is a huge problem for us when it comes to this gameplay. Like, you need to be more proactive. You need to have better starting positions. Just watch the ranked playbook that you have on my Discord server. You have the access to it. Right now, you'll be more than fine.
Cover going out.
I know exactly where.
I know exactly where you are.
Destroyed. Spike spotted B. Spike spotted B.
Listen, if you're already playing some kind of a close-range weapon, you know, it doesn't matter what type of corridor it is, like, you know, let's say you play Judge or Stinger here, or some shit like that. If you already hear that enemies are pushing you, like when you're playing a close-range weapon, number 1 rule of the close-range weapons, such as Stinger, Judge, Bucky, and number 1 rule, like when you're holding the, you know, close-range corridors, is you always want to engage the enemies before they engage you. So you want to counter the enemies' angle perception and peeker's advantage and use it in your favor. So if I already heard that this Omen was moving here, you heard the footsteps, I would have jumped towards that Omen with a Judge and fuck him up. And even if there's a second enemy behind him that can trade me, whatever. At least I'm good for a kill. Right now my teammates are 3 versus 2. It's fine. Or we could have used the paranoia and then fuck up that guy. Like, the main power of the weapons such as Judge and short-range weapons is the run and gun potential. And also, like, they're decimating the enemies in these type of corridors. Like, I don't know, why did you get scared here and wait for the Omen to peek you? You know, in this position, peeker's advantage is working against you. Angle perception advantage is also working against you because this guy has better angle perception advantage. You're not, you know, when he's peeking you. So, I don't know. Pay attention on that. Very rarely, like with the close range weapons, I'm waiting for the enemies to engage me. Usually, I'm the one that is engaging enemies. Like, you will see that, like, you know, when I'm playing a, you know, I don't know. If I'm playing here, I'm always engaging the enemies. If I'm playing here, I'm always the one engaging the enemies. I'm not waiting for them to push me. There are some angles on some maps where you need to wait for the enemies. Like, for example, here, I'll always wait for the enemies to push me. You cannot engage them because this is a way too long of a range and that doesn't do anything. On bind, if I'm playing lamps, you know, and I'm playing here to here, of course, I'm just going to wait for the enemies, hold that angle, and that's it. But if I'm playing here, I'm always the one trying to engage the enemies, trying to push them, try to fuck them up before they even push in. So basically, like, I'll, you know, try to fuck them up somewhere here instead of waiting for them to swing me instead of the lamps.
Yeah. Found them.
And also, like, you know, when it comes to, like, reading the enemies, like, that's also a bit of a problem in this VOD. Like, for 12 rounds, enemies just push the B set and mid. To be honest, as long as the enemies don't change their pattern, as long as the enemies are following the same pattern over and over again, fuck you, just stack the B set, play the B set. Like, and also, one really good information that you got from one of the rounds is that the Cypher doesn't have a tripwire for the A flank. So this is that 5% of the times when it is actually good to lurk and flank in Valorant. This is exactly that moment of time. But, you know, it is what it is.
Shadows traveling.
Take flight. Enemy type. I am the hunter. Nowhere to run.
Bro, Sova looks so fucking gay when he's doing ultimate in the air. Fucking
Cover going out.
ice skating. Okay, nice smoke for the Cypher. That's a problem. That's a problem. Listen. So, first problem here is how you're holding this mid tiles area of the map. So the mid tiles, you're always holding as tight as your reaction time allows you without moving at all. So basically, I hold the mid tiles from this position while being ADS'd, and I'm trying to rip the head of an enemy apart that is peeking me there. I can, if the enemy white swings me there, I'm able to catch the enemy's headshot even from this position. Now, this is how I hold the mid tiles. From this spot, like this. So after I take a fight, I can reposition here, teleport away, and reset myself for the next fight. And then I can surprise that Reyna with my crosshair placement, my movement, my peeker's advantage, and swing her from this position. Like, there's no reason to, you know, jiggle peek this or hold it in this way. It's just stupid. Like, if the enemy is going for the wider swing, he can easily have a good crosshair placement for you and just delete you there. But nobody expects you playing on this position, like this. Kill potential is high. Survival potential is actually high. And it's a smarter fight. Okay.
Done.
Switching.
As you can see, you know, in this 1 hour and 45 minutes of a VOD review, there's a lot of things that you could have done better, and a lot of things that you can improve on a defender side of Sunset. God knows what you're doing on other maps if you're playing, you know, Sunset in this way. But I think that the ranked playbook, to which you have access right now, is going to help you a lot, like with having better setups on a defender side and having a better idea what to do on every single map, you know, in the first round, second round, third round, fourth round, and stuff like that. Now, on Sunset, this is how the story goes on the attacker side. Number one priority is the B site. So basically, that is our number one priority on the default site. Number two priority, A site. Number three priority, mid. What does that mean? That means that before I turn my focus onto A site, or before I turn my focus onto mid area of the map and splitting the map, I'm gonna try and push the B site and see how the enemies respond on that specific push. Even if the enemy Cypher is B, it's fine. Like, disregard the enemy's team composition. And in the first 3 rounds, what I usually love to do on Sunset is I love to call for the push on B, creating an unpredictable pattern of pushing for the enemies. And then in the 4th round, we can maybe fake B, go A. We can maybe push B again, which is also a bit unpredictable. But essentially, in the first round, I usually love pushing the B side in the lobbies below Immortal 3. Now, so in the first round with Omen, classic light shield, 2 smokes, 2 shrouded steps. We're jump spotting this angle if you don't have a camera there, clearing this, clearing these angles, doing the smoke for the market, smoke for the backside, And our job is to teleport inside of this corner here. From this corner, we're clearing that, and that. And together with our teammates, we're pressuring the enemies at the backside, clearing the smoke from left to right, and pushing the enemies in the CT and backside. Done. Let's see what you do. That smoke is not good for the... Don't do that smoke in the first round. Do the regular smoke for the market. I mean, it's okay smoke, you know, to eliminate this angle as well. But since enemies have a Reyna with pop flash, Gecko with flash, Omen with flash, like I would much rather have that corner, you know, cleared. Okay, we have a Cypher camera for that.
Cypher, don't look, please.
Good call, good
Cypher's
call.
B.
Okay, never mind. Even if the Cypher is B, like with this teleport and with this aggressive play, you can delete the Cypher from the map.
Shadows traveling.
But listen, you know, the first round on the attacker's side should always be a 5-man aggressive push towards one specific objective. Like right now, I will be leading my teammates in. The execute that I showcased you right now is extremely safe execute. You know, you just need to ask your Reyna to maybe flash for you, so the enemies cannot kill you from the left side corner up here, and that's it.
Reloading.
Rotate.
Rotate.
Now we can get fucked on this rotation, I don't know, we'll see.
I have this.
Reloading.
Cover going out.
Yeah.
Tripwire destroyed.
Shadows traveling.
Not Reyna here.
Here.
Spike planted.
One flank, one flank.
100, Omen.
No hard feelings.
Omen, take the 100, just one shot.
Okay, listen, one more tip for the ranked solo queue. Try not to be the guy that is planting the spike and defusing the spike. Because at the moment of time when you're planting and defusing the spike, you never know how well your teammates are going to protect you, what your teammates are going to do, and basically what type of fights they're going to prioritize. Like very, very rarely in my solo queue games, especially when I'm playing Omen, I'm the guy that is carrying the spike. Like right now, you know, 2 hours ago I played a bind match, and whenever my teammates dropped the spike, I dropped the spike to my fade. You know, when we were pushing in the B side. Because I know that I'm going to be going for a bit more aggro plays. I'll be trying to support my teammates. And I'm kind of useless, you know, while I'm planting the spike, I'm not doing anything. I'm just planting a fucking spike, essentially. And your teammates can go for so many different, you know, of these individual fights that you cannot compensate in any possible way.
100, Omen.
No hard feelings.
Omen, take the 100, just one shot.
Annihilated.
One enemy remaining.
Okay.
You're not
Shooting.
Now, your team play and the reframe potential also needs to be a bit better. That is something that I didn't really see on the defender side, but I pre-assumed that it is not that good. Like for example here. So, enemy Cypher. Let's move on to the B side. So, the enemy Cypher is fighting your Reyna from this position. Here. Why are you holding this angle? Like this. I'll be playing here, inside of the wall, with my crosshair and my body, ready for the instant peek, as that Cypher is committing to the fight with the Reyna. As soon as I see the Cypher is committing to the fight, done. I'm ready for a fight. Don't do this in the lobbies below fucking... Oh, good. Never mind. Sorry. I wanted to say, like, listen. You win the first round. Second round is always the full buy. I don't give a fucking... I don't care in which hero you're playing. Like, don't stay with a ghost. Ever. On some maps, it is okay to stay with the sheriff. Such as Breeze, for an example. But all, you know, Sunset. You win the first round. Second round, Stinger, Shorty, Heavy Shield, Vandal, not Vandal, Bulldog, Spectre, that type of shit. Now, you know, it's okay to stay with the light shield here because he saved it for the first round. Please, from now on, when you have a Cypher in the team, tell the Cypher to open this camera. The whole point of that camera is to get the early information at the start of the round, whether or not the enemies can be here or here. What's the point of doing that camera if we're not gonna get that info? Like, tell your Cypher, we're pushing B side. Can you please use a camera here and tell me if the enemies are here and there so that I don't die from some kind of a shorty, shotgun, or some shit like that. Change this smoke. Change this smoke. Like I don't know. Like smoke for this goes here, and in this round I would do a default setup. So this is the default setup when you're pushing onto the B side, and this is the setup that you do when your teammates are aggressive and good. We're taking easily the side control. The setup when you're not going for any aggressive outplay, and the setup when enemies are eco and hull by. This setup we use in the first round to teleport here. And when enemies, when we want to outplay the enemies, basically, like, we think that our teammates are aggressive and bad, and we need to, like, take more space and fuck up the enemies. And there was, like, 4 other setups that I've showcased in my ranked playbook. Just watch that, and that's it.
There they are.
Ooh. That smoke at the backside in this round can be mega dangerous. Because, like, enemies, you know, if I'm backside, right now Charlatan has the shorty, and I can easily fuck up your teammates, you know, in that smoke. Like, when enemies are equal and hull by, you know, just fight them in a clean fights. Like, literally, they have pistols, shorties, like, ghost sheriffs. Like, just play on the, you know, refresh potential.
Smoke down.
One enemy remaining.
Help me.
Well done.
Reloading.
Okay. Listen, when you're planting the spike on the sunset on the B side, try always to plant the spike hiding here from the enemies in market, but you're looking in this direction. So the spike should be planted there. And you see the spike from the backside. You see the spike from the Omen area of the map. You see the spike from the market as well, if the spike is getting diffused. So we hide fully from the market, looking towards this angle, planting the spike, and that's it. Plus, on that position, we have, I mean, on that spot, we don't have any one-ways. Like, generally speaking, the best position to plant the spike, if you have the market control, I mean, if you are certain that enemies are not going to spam you through this, is actually here. Because then you have also this one-way smoke to completely fuck up the enemies, you know, diffusal, and for some reason, I don't know why, in this shadow form, I just can't hit it at all. Like,
Cover going out.
I don't know, I'm just stupid. Like, it's 10 times easier for me to plant the one-way smokes like this than... Who the fuck plants the smokes like this anyways? Like, literally.
Reloading.
Where will
Okay.
we go this time?
Windows.
Listen, to be honest, like, you know, both A side and B side push feel kinda easy, so it kinda doesn't matter what you do in this round. But, you know, since enemies have the Cypher on the B side and you're playing in this Platinum Diamond elo, probably the best idea is to tell your teammates, you know, guys, let's just hit A side.
Someone's mid. Going up.
Yo, just relax. Do you have a coaching session with you right now at 8 o'clock? Because I want to tell you that I'm going to be late. How much is a coaching session? It depends. I have like 5 different coaching programs and plans. And, you know, it varies from $30 to $780.
Don't have to commit.
Cover going out.
Deploying drone.
They're going.
No, they might rotate already.
Shadows traveling.
One behind.
Reyna mid. Reyna go.
Shadows traveling.
They're going. One behind.
Reyna mid. Reyna go.
Okay, I need to talk about one more thing, because I noticed this problem in 2 rounds that you played. Before going for a spike plant, before your teammates go for the spike plant, behave towards every single angle and every single corner as if the enemies will be there and the enemies can be there, especially if that corner is not cleared, or even if it is cleared by your teammates. Like, for example, you will see a lot of times in my gameplay, if I'm pushing B main area of the map, even if some recon utility clear this, even if 4 of my teammates run through here, I'm gonna check that angle. In solo queue, you never know. Like, a lot of your teammates are gonna be autopiloting. They're gonna be doing random shit left and right. They don't give a fuck about winning. Check everything. Then, as I'm pushing here, I'll always check this. As I'm pushing into the site, check this, check that, check that, check this. If I'm pushing A site, every position, this, 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 everything should be cleared. You're pushing CT, this, like, basically, you're playing a game of Valorant with a huge trust issues, because 80% of community is just autopiloting. They're very, very sloppy and very, you know, they're just clearing the spots, like, without ever expecting the enemies to be somewhere. Like, we pushed the A site here, nobody checked that location. We check this, we check this, check that. Now we're planting the spike here. Why we're planting the spike there? Because nobody's on the site. This is the best spike post-plant position. We see the spike from the elbow. We see the spike from the site. We see the spike from the Omen area of the map. We can do a one-way smoke. We can also play on top of here, inside of the one-way smoke, and additionally surprise the enemies.
Planning for open.
Spike planted.
Enemy down.
Removed. My ultimate is ready.
This spot right now is really not the best. Like, to be honest, like, I would try to get out of here as soon as possible. Because, you know, your Sova is not really holding anything. Cypher can be behind us in elbow and maybe passing the Sova and killing the Sova. Like, you know, enemies can kill us from here and from here. Right now, I would just be getting the fuck away from here as soon as possible. And you know, either teleporting towards the elbow and changing my position.
Yeah.
Why do I need to flick from left to right, you know? No reason. And this smoke here is bad. Why is it bad? Because, you know, one enemy can already be there and here, pushing us. I would just do this smoke. Who cares, you know? And also, always change the ghost for the shorty. Already from the 3rd round. Like, buy the fucking shorty. Like, shorty is such a overpowered weapon when you're maining the Omen, maining the Jet, maining the Raze. Like, it's so easy to get those frags. Like, literally the kill potential is so high. In that scenario, I would just play the smoke. Like this, here. And I would just play, you know, around the smoke, trying to capitalize on the shorty kill, and defending the spike in the same moment of time, instead of staying in the elbow. When the smoke is disappearing, I'm just gonna clear the CT, clear all of this, and just play with the paranoia, and that's it. But, ultimately, the best thing to be done in this scenario is to play with the Sova. To run all the way back into the main, use the paranoia to fuck up the enemies on the A site, and that's it.
Cover going out.
Instead of allowing our Sova to play a 1v2 fight in Omen, and now we are playing a 1v2 fight again in an unfavorable situation. In a 2v2 post plans, 2v2 retakes, it is always better to fight together rather than fighting alone and prioritizing the numbers and refresh potential. Always.
Enemy remains. One enemy.
our enemy's death. And now here we can see the prime example of every single Omen player that I've coached ever in my life. Like, I feel that every single player that I coached that is under pressure, you know, and he's playing Omen, you guys never use a paranoia to engage enemies. Like, if you, like, every single time when you die in a 1v1 fight, where you could have used the paranoia to kill, take an easy kill, pointless death, pointless fight. You could have taken an easier fight. Here, we kill the Reyna, take the paranoia, drop the paranoia close here, take the kill on the Cypher. What's the problem?
Remaining.
Unlucky.
I don't know, usually in my coaching sessions I see that players that are maining Omen are underusing paranoia the most. Like, out of any other utility. Smoke's fine, ultimate fine, you know, it doesn't have that many usages anyways. Shrouded steps, you know, you're forced to use them. But paranoia, that shit goes everywhere. Or nowhere, essentially, depending, you know, how much they're using it. Sorry guys, you know, Valorant, indie developer company, their servers can only run for 2 minutes. Bro, this is a really nice Honda Civic I'm looking at right now. Oh man, I really want to buy this fucking car. Especially now that I still didn't fix the windshield on my car, man. I cannot believe that somebody just randomly, you know, he's like, oh, look at this Honda Civic, bro. I'm just gonna throw this stone and destroy this guy's day. Like, somebody threw a fucking rock at my back windshield and broke the fucking windshield, man. And it costs like 400 euros. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, chill, man. Chill, bro. Chill. You know, we can do a round of boxing. You don't need to destroy my car.
30 seconds left.
They might kick players from the server because they're poor, yes sir. They cannot run them, you know, like for more than 1.5 hours.
Snuff them out.
I like this a lot. Listen. Listen.
Snuff them.
It's like that sound, you know, when the turtles are having sex. You know that clip? It's not. It's more like a, you know. It's more like a. I could have used paranoia to kill the Cypher. How many gifts are needed for destroy your car? What? I don't understand.
Shadows traveling.
Enemy spotted.
Server tax 40.
Reloading.
Listen, I would heavily advise on Sunset. Like, first of all, whenever you have two or more teammates in the mid area of the map, you're always giving your teammates the top mid smoke. No matter what is the play, what is the strategy, what is the tactic, if you have 2+ teammates going from here and from here, you're always doing the smoke. Always. No matter what is the strategy and play. Now, if you have only one teammate on mid, then you're just using the smokes on the sides and supporting your main group of allies. Now on Sunset, you know, as long as your 5-man pushes on A and B are working, there's no reason to touch the mid area of the map, to be honest. I mean, your pushes on B, fine. Pushes on A, fine. The only reason we lost the previous round is because we were equal in Halbai, and because you didn't really play that 2v2 clutch scenario and that 1v2 clutch scenarios properly. But let's do A push again. Enemies are selling the site. There is only Sova there. You know, read the enemies, read the game, be present. Come on.
Rain is down.
The more you default, the more you complicate the stuff in ranked solo queue, the less success you're gonna find. Like, you should always start with the most basic, you know, 5-man gameplay, focus on your solo plays, focus on the refrag potential, proper utility usage, outplaying the enemies, and that's it. And if the match is going to shit, you know, like your teammates are just not really that good, then you should maybe default, complicate stuff a bit more, you know, maybe let's split the B set, split the A set, let's push through top mid and stuff like that.
Where are we going?
I think we had to
Going
retreat.
up.
Cover going out.
Cutting division.
One 1,000 gifted, of course, can buy Lambo after. No, man. Like, sorry, guys. I calculated yesterday. Like, I need exactly 15,200 subs to get a Honda Civic Type R. So that's our goal. How many subs for custom games? I think we have them. Like, tomorrow are gonna be the custom games for Valorant points. Yes, sir. If you're the last guy pushing through the market, always close the doors. Your mother was always telling you, hey, John, close the doors. You know, don't let me whip you.
Let's start the hill.
Good. Very good. Cutting out the rotation of the enemies.
One enemy remaining.
Very good, very nice.
Spike down B.
Very nice. Good clutch, good round.
Twist.
Nothing to shit about, like, everything was fine. This smoke, I mean, it's okay. You know, I have nothing against it. I just feel that I kind of want that angle, to be honest. I changed my opinion about this smoke. You know, I kind of want to have this angle right here. You know, the only time where this smoke makes sense is if you want to teleport. So you're doing a smoke here, paranoia, like this, and you want to teleport here. That is the only time when this smoke actually makes sense. But even then, you know, or maybe without the you don't have a paranoia actually. Like, otherwise, I don't know, I kind of want to have the angle there to clear it.
Cypher's on B.
I don't know what type of weed and what type of shit your Cypher is smoking, but I don't know how we don't have a tripwire for the flank and how we don't have a camera for the B main. Like, am I living in a parallel universe? Fifth dimension, sixth dimension.
No fucking way, bro.
You with me?
Cover going out.
He's dead.
So, listen. I talked about, you know, how to clear the main areas of the maps properly in a lot of the previous VOD reviews. That's actually in the previous VOD review, I talked about this problem. Like how to push through the main areas of the map. Don't be like these two idiots, just watch that VOD review. Now, second tip. This smoke. Like don't do these smokes like this. When enemies are equal in Halbai. Fight the clean fights. And also, there's no reason to play on contact and to play slow when the enemies are equal in Halbai. Just call for the farm and push on B. It's fine. Enemies don't have the utility. They have nothing to stop you. And usually, you know, when I'm playing these anti-eco rounds, my main goal is jump spotting everything. You know, clearing this. Then telling the Cypher to use a camera. Now I can go here, do this. Aha, Gecko is there. Bam! You know, I'm doing the smoke there. I'm doing the smoke here. I'm going like, bam. Let's fuck them up. Let's go in. Let's kill this guy. That guy. Like, no reason to complicate these rounds.
I think it's 1-9.
And on Sunset, by the way, like, when the enemies are equal in Halbai, it makes more sense to push the B side rather than pushing the A set. On A set, there's more of these, you know, micro mini corners where I can hide with a shorty bucky, you know, killing you. Did they reveal the Civic R price? I mean, I have one Civic in my country for like, I think it's 40,000 euros. I want to buy the FK8, but you know, it's gonna take me like 3 years to get money for that. Is the Kovacs routine? But to be honest, I don't need a car. Fuck it. Is the Kovacs routine you made last year still good, or no? It's still good.
Down B.
I have retrieved the spike.
Reloaded. Let's go. Going up. That's done.
Tripwire destroyed.
One flank.
My ultimate is ready.
Three flank. Last two main, last two
Last
main.
player
Last two.
standing.
I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with how this round played out right now. I have nothing to shit about. Not bad, not bad.
Stealing sight.
One enemy remaining.
Not bad. Nothing better you could have done. At the end of the round. Pretty satisfied.
Man,
All good, all good.
Come in B and play ult.
That is the mistake that you cannot compensate in any possible way. Essentially, your teammate just died like an idiot, and now we need to, work what we have, basically, and that's it. The beauty of, ranked solo queue, gorillas. To be honest, one thing I don't realize, why do guys in ranked solo queue have to complicate your life, what's the problem? We took the A site like this. They pushed the A site 2 times. They took it. Enemies don't exist on the site. Oh no, let's push the B site against the Cypher and gamble. Yeah. What the fuck, bro? If already something works for you, keep abusing it until it stops working. And even when it stops working, try it one more time. Because it might be unpredictable for the enemies. Fuck it. Just look it up. The 2024 is new around 45k USD. 45k is the new one. The one that I want to get is 2021. 2021 FK8.
take flight.
Tell me when to smoke.
Cover going out. Cover going out.
It should be.
Still in sight.
Standing ahead.
Fuck, let's rotate this shit, bro. They're new.
Reload.
The hunt begins. They will
Can't be close.
Yeah.
Ooh, to be honest, that Reyna ultimate, the only reason for that Reyna to use the ultimate is she's mid. And right now, I would not fight that Reyna. I would just run through the CT, through the T-spawn, and just push the A set. Fuck it. But if your teammates want to fight, let's fight together. Just remember, if you're fighting in the mid, do the top mid smoke.
blind.
Sleep, brother.
No, Shane Elliott, I can import any model of the car, just... I pay a huge taxes for the cars if I import. Literally, I pay 20 to 30% taxes on every car I buy.
Where is every... Here. Reloading.
Great.
I'll go.
I'm staying mid.
Shadows traveling.
Reloading.
30 seconds left.
Funning open.
Please, from now on, listen. When you're on sunset, plant the spike right here. That is the open plant. You see that spike from the CT, elbow, sight, and aim in. Best plant position. Plus, one-way smoke. Done. Also, this round is a really good round to learn a bit more about the enemies. Enemies are really light and really easy on their rotations. They're rotating like this. So what does that mean for you? That means that we can, rotate a bit. We can fake the push on B and go A next round.
Spike planted.
Play out.
Takes 51 cypher.
Oh, the guy's behind you!
One enemy remaining.
Okay. Bro. What the fuck is going on in this game? Diamond players.
Last player standing.
Oh fuck.
Chill a bit with those teleports. So listen. Here,
Play out.
Take 51 side.
I don't know, I mean, you heard the Cypher pushing you right now. You cannot really teleport. You know, you need to take a fight with that Cypher. And then when you kill the Cypher, what is the right idea? You tell me. What is the right play right now? So you have one TP and a smoke. What's the right play? Okay, the question for a millionaire is done. So the right play in this scenario is essentially, since enemy is CT and stuck CT, is to do a one-way smoke here and teleport below the one-way. Why below the one-way? Because Sova is gonna be like, it's an Omen one-way smoke. He probably must be in the smoke. Oh, I'm so smart. Reyna is main. You are here. Sova is there. Sova cannot push the smoke. Reflect potential. Muy bien.
Enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Oh fuck.
We lost so many of these clutches, man. So many of these clutches. These type of rounds, you know, where you're like 1v1, where you're like 2v2, you need to win them. You lost 4 rounds where you were like 2v2 and 1v1. Like, that is the reason why I climb easily in ranked solo queue. Like, you need to learn how to play these clutches to perfection, and you need to think a bit more. Actually, there's 5 rounds. There's also the Sova one. 5 rounds. This match should have already been over.
I think we'll try getting the composer.
It's one shot. I hit him 145. I'm in one shot.
Reloading.
We don't have to rush.
I have the spike.
Going up.
Scatter.
I mean, generally speaking, on Sunset, if you're already eco and Halbai, it's a bit better idea to just call for the fireman push on A or fireman push on B, depending, you know, where the strongest enemy is, or depending where the strongest sentinel is playing. I mean, in this match, you said that you think that Reyna is a smurf. Plus enemies have the Cypher. Reyna and Cypher consistently played around the market, top mid, and B side. Why the fuck are we fighting on mid? Why the fuck are we going B? In an eco round. Just let's do a 5-man push on A. A was easy peasy. There was only I don't know, there was only like Sova on A set and sometimes Omen as well. Like, I don't know what the fuck they were doing on A.
Shadows traveling.
You need to recognize a bit better like your win conditions while you're in the game. Like, you know, like asking yourself after every round, why did I lose the round? Is it because of economy? Is it because of some micro mistakes? Is it because of luck, skill difference? I don't know. And also, like, you know, in your head you need to decide like what is my win condition? Like, basically, what is easier for me to be pushed at this moment of time? I like how he has like 4 different gun buddies.
Defeated. Scanning ahead.
Camera taken out.
Blinding.
Destroyed.
One behind.
2.
Okay. Omen is behind us. One guy is mid link. One guy is market. We have Omen ultimate. We go A, plant the spike on A. Pray to God that our Reyna is gonna survive. Done. There's nothing better you can do here. You cannot fight here in this crossfire at all.
2 behind.
Unless Reyna magically gets, I don't know, some kills. Okay,
One more.
1 magic done. What does this mean for you? Cypher is market. Omen behind us. Use the ultimate on A. Play the pulse with on A. 2 versus 2. Plant the spike. You have 2 one-way smokes. Done.
I'm in with flank as well.
I'm stuck. I can
You're
out.
not stuck!
Where's your out?
I did B.
Go A! Not go B! What the
Definitely.
fuck, man?
Watch them run.
Last player standing.
Are you high?
Where you are.
Yeah, map awareness. Map awareness, 0 points, man. Map awareness, 0 points. Aye.
I will be their nightmare.
I love how they confidently said, "Go B, go B." There's Cypher market, full Cypher setup on the B side, and Omen behind us top mid. Like, what?
Nowhere to run!
Nowhere to run. What the fuck was that ultimate? I really feel that in this specific match, the solution was just, you know, abusing A set as long as it works, because on A set enemies were so weak. And also, another thing, when you notice that enemies initiators are very repetitive with their utility. So for example, enemy Sova was using this dart every round at the start of the round. You can use that against them. You know, wait for the dart to disappear, play on contact right here, and then ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Sova is here. Bap, and then you go bap, then you go and then you go maybe, I don't know, bap, or you just play passively. Bro, what's happening with my hair today, man? Like, can't deal with it.
Trolley. Nice.
I'm battling the battle with the hair, bro.
Traveling.
Paranoia exists in the game. To be honest, like, I didn't see you use your flash a single time when you were executing A site and B site or mid. Like, whenever you think that your flash is gonna be useful to push the enemies back and to kill the enemies, use it. Yo, Rafael Bunny, how did the games go? By the way, how many wins or losses? We got 3 wins today. We're right now at 500 rank rating. I need 300 more rank rating to complete my goal for this sect. I don't know, my goal is not getting Radiant. I mean, I'm gonna get Radiant anyways. My main goal is to get to 800 rank rating, because my peak rank rating was only 760. So I want to see the sect if I can get like to 800, 900, like... because I usually don't play that much, you know. I just get fucking gun buddy and be done with it.
Careful now.
Cover going out.
Oh, that's a mess, bro. I can flash.
Right here.
He's going away.
Sight.
Flash him?
Someone's in. Reloaded.
This is not bad, you know, what they're doing right now. Yo, Andy, welcome stream, brother. Senor. Listen. This is not bad what they're doing right now. Just, you know, when you're playing in a post plant, you really need to... You know, someone needs to hold the fucking flank if you have nothing for the flank. Or you need to decide, you know, whether or not you want to play with your most aggressive teammate. Like right now, that flash and that kill was good. But at this moment of time, Cypher can be behind us. Sova is alone. So we need to make one game decision. Do we want to cover elbow and clear the aim in, or we want to play with the Sova? Personally, I would sell the Sova. I don't know. Fuck him. I don't need him. He can die. And I will clear the elbow and back, because if they flank us right now, Reyna can die. Phoenix can die. I can die in some bad way, you know. Shit's happening.
Here.
Watch Alba.
Yeah, I hit him flank. I hit him flank.
Flanking.
Okay.
Actually, no, I lied. I lied, my fault.
Charlatan comes, you know, like, I lied. I do that all the time.
One enemy remaining.
Okay.
Oh, I saw his gun.
What the fuck is happening with his hair, man? Like, what's going on, bro? I washed it yesterday, man. Bro, this is my new hairstyle from now on. Charlatan, the hairbender. Hairbender, bro. Done. Call me Sasha. Simple haircut.
Sometimes old ways are best.
You see how the push on Aset was easy? Let's do it again. Go bold. Yikes. Bro, I would be like a Voldemort, man. Just with a nose.
I'm gonna ult, I'm gonna ult on site.
Cover going out. Cover going out.
Careful now.
I don't know. As I said, like, every single time you push the main area of the map, the bomb site, you didn't clear all of the angles where the enemies can be, number one. And number two, you need... But where's the paranoia, man? Where's the flash?
That.
Market. Smoke down.
To be honest, you know, this fight that you're fighting right now, you really don't need to fight it. Like, you know, just play on the contact between enemies and your teammates, hide around the corner, enemies peek your allies peek the enemies, they get in a fight, you peek around the corner, you take an easy kill, capitalize on an easy kill, make the numbers advantage, preserve the numbers, then play with the next ally in the same way. Like, I'm playing a lot of this baiting and trading game with my teammates in the low elo lobbies, because I don't trust them at all. And it's such an easy kills that you can take and basically, you know, close the rounds in the easiest way possible, compensate every mistake they're gonna make and stuff like that. I wouldn't trust these guys with a penny, bro. What penny, bro? I wouldn't give them a toothpick to hold for me, like, and you know, guard it. Essentially, and also you see now the danger of this smoke. Like, we need to have this smoke a bit deeper. This setup is bad. This setup is maybe one of the worst setups you can do on the B side when the enemies are eco and halba. You're giving them way too much space to play around the smokes and to fuck you up. Use this setup with this paranoia when the enemies are eco and halba.
Market.
Ooh, and YouTube, thank you. Thank you very much.
Scanning ahead. There they are.
Reloading.
Scanning ahead.
Okay, listen. From now on, when you're pushing aim in area of the map, if you have Reyna, Breach, anyone that can flash this window for you, if you're pushing fast, you're not pushing on contact, tell them to flash this window, to flash through here, or to stun through here. If you have Cypher, tell the Cypher to use a camera there, spot the enemies, you know, elbow, and also aim in from this position, like this. If nobody's doing anything, use a paranoia, eliminate that angle. You don't want your teammates to fight in this crossfire, and you don't want enemies to be there. You wanna flash that, push elbow fast, take the elbow control, and then, you know, do whatever the fuck you wanna do. And whenever you're pushing onto the A side, always prioritize pushing through the elbow rather than pushing through the A short area of the map. It's easier to clear the angles one by one. You're not gonna end up in some stupid crossfire. And also, you have a bit more consistent, you know, you don't need to do any special executes to go through the elbow, essentially. You can just teleport here from this position, you know, take the site and that's it. And also from A short, there's no executes at all. Like, on A short, what I love to do is just use a shrouded step there, and then engage the enemies on site. I mean, there are some aggressive and passive executes that I use, like, that I've explained in my ranked playbook on Discord server, but I don't need anything at the end of the day. As long as we use a paranoia to clear these positions.
There they are.
Reloading.
I think there's two here.
Careful. Stealing sight.
I mean, when your teammates were pushing the site, like, you need to give them the smokes. Like, you need to support, like, yeah. Same problem you had on the defender side. Here, if my teammates are pushing elbow, I need to give them the smoke for the CT. Done. This exchange of the flash was fine. Absolutely. And that is just the flick diff.
Enemy remain. You.
Yeah.
Revealing area.
Flash the site. I mean, enemy Reyna right now is either here. You know, you should always be using your paranoia when you're executing the sites, unless you're 100% confident that the enemies are not on the site. Like, we have a smoke for this, smoke for this. We killed one guy here. Enemy Reyna used the ultimate. Bro, I'm instantly using a flash like this. From this position. Like flashing in the backside and flashing in that corner. And that's it.
Cover going out.
From behind.
Where is everyone hiding?
Sova, watch out, bro.
Blinding.
What are you sticking the fucking plan for?
Neutralized.
So angry, bro. So angry.
One enemy remaining.
Brother.
Because I'm the best.
Because I'm the best.
Here.
Okay. Let's take a 1v1 duel. Okay. There's nothing else that I can speak about right now. Because this VOD review lasted like 2.5 hours. I think we covered all of your major problems and what you need to work on Sunset. And what you can do a bit better. After this VOD review, on Discord server, I'm gonna share with you some kind of a training that I want you to apply for the next 2 or 3 months. Sometimes I do this when players purchase tier 3 sub VOD reviews. Sometimes I don't do it. I have around like 100 pre-recorded training examples and aim training routines, but you have kind of visible mechanical problems that we can easily fix. So I'm gonna give you some kind of a training, and I heavily recommend you to follow everything from that training. Like, we need to fix your micro corrections, we need to fix like your crosshair placement on a lot of these positions. Your movement is also sometimes disconnected from your aim. We need to fix that as well. But primarily you need to have better ideas, what you want to do on a specific map, where you want to start, what you want to abuse when the enemies are eco, when you are eco, how you want to navigate your teammates, and so on. Like, I really think that the rank playbook, to which you have access right now, is gonna help you a lot, like understanding how to play Omen, how to play him on every single map, what is your highest priority, and bro, like, let's stop being passive on a defender's side. Like, on defense, my dude is starting, he's playing A site alone on Sunset, he starts in the CT, man. I mean, come on, bro. We need to take some info. Other than that, I feel that you have a huge potential as a player. I feel that Omen suits you to some degree, and that, right now it's just playtime is missing. Like, with Omen, you really need like 500 hours in order to be a good Omen player. Moderate Omen player. Like, you need to practice this stuff. But once the Omen clicks in for you, I feel that you will just shit on these lobbies and get like Immortal 1 without any problems. But I would definitely like in the future also to see from you the Neon VOD. I think that would be interesting to see. How you're playing a bit more of this aggressive agents. I mean, Omen can be aggressive and is aggressive, but brain dead characters. Because I think that would be really interesting. Other than that, we're done today. When it comes to the VOD review, subscribe, leave a like, all of that good stuff. You can watch all of these VOD reviews on my second YouTube channel. And you can join my Discord server for private coaching. My private coaching is much better than this shit. I mean, it's not shit. Like, I mean, who the fuck is in the Valorant community doing one VOD review for 2 hours and 30 minutes? Like, Wukujin does one VOD in 20 minutes. I cover everything, man. Everything matters. Everything fucking matters over and over again. Until that thing, until that information becomes normal for you. Now, I don't know. That's kind of it.